Okay, first of all, so today we're hatching some snakes, and I know you guys probably are no big deal, it's a world's first, but for everybody here and me, I'm excited. I don't know if there's a world's first in here, but I'm hoping there is. It's a snake that I've been working about 8 years to make. It's actually a titanium orange ghost stripe. We've hatched one, and now everybody's going, what's that? Well, it's a genetics. If you go look around this corner, we have a whole bunch of snakes that are all different colors. Every one of them's the same kind of snake. So these, in this clutch alone, there's probably 30 kinds of snakes that come out of this clutch or more. And so we're hoping for, I don't even know it, I'm just blind striking. To be honest, some of the eggs we hatch have 130, 140 kinds of different colors that can come out. So this one I don't think is that much, but it's a snake that we've been working on for 8 years and we've not yet seen. And the reason why is a lot of things have to have the generations to do it. So first of all, I want to do something. If you guys want to, you can touch this egg. I don't want to. That way you can go ahead and just kind of push it. You'll feel that it's soft. Now the reason why they're soft is because they're growing in their egg the whole time that this is happening. So they're not hard eggs like a chicken egg. Unlike a chicken egg, these don't roll. You can't let these roll around. Now this was stuck to another egg, and the funny part is when they start to hatch, they come apart, which is, and this, when they're stuck together, it's to keep them from rolling around because they would die during that process. Now before it gets messy, I want you guys to be able to touch it, because we'll let this one out first because it's so let's see, maybe, hey, who knows, maybe you guys are touching the first ever of its kind.
Wouldn't that be neat?
Color, so let's see. So we're going to open this one up.
Yeah.
We got a teacher, maybe you ought to come over here and tell us all about it. See Avash's teacher.
Avash's teacher. Are you a teacher?
Okay, so here we go.
Here we go, Charlotte.
So now the reason why I'm cutting them open is because they started to hatch and they can drown. I hope we don't see how they can. So there, see, so remember I told you this has multiple genes. So this snake here is one of the genes, and I forgot that it had the ability for tiger too. So this can hatch. Ooh, ooh. So there you go. It's a little baby. And it looks like it's nice and healthy. Everything's good. Now, people sometimes, earlier I took a video of this because it had cut itself and there was all kinds of blood. Everybody says, oh my gosh, there's blood. You're damaging the babies. You're hurting them. This thing is solid red, but after you can see it's just chunks of blood. Now, he cut his own way this morning. Now, hopefully, believe it or not, even when they cut themselves out like that, they can still drown. And so that's one of the reasons why, even though they're cut, I try to make, man, their skin's like leather. And and the reason why, that's the reason why, is because their skin's like leather. Wow. So, what we have here is a healthy snake. It's a golden child, and it would appear to be a golden child, which is carrying the gene for that other snake we're talking about. Still not a titanium. Okay. So, we're working away at it. A titanium is a color phase of a type of reticulated python. It also affects its pattern. So it's a recessive gene. Oh! This is unexpected, I think.
Well, let's see what this one is.
Oh! Guess what, guys? First albino orange ghost stripe titanium, 90% sure. So that's gonna be, that is a world's first right there. And you know what? We still got another world's first we can make. We're not done yet. So that's a tiger. That's a tiger. Now we're looking. Can you give me some paper towels? So let's see. So this one here is cutting its way out right here on the end. See, so he's working to get himself out. So see this one, even though it has a hole in it, started cutting a hole over here. So this is kind of makes me nervous because if he needs a breath really bad, he can drown while he's
How long are they in the egg?
Now they're in the egg. That's a great question. So this one is probably carrying 2 of the genes, but not showing any of the genes. And so it looks like a normal, but it's actually a citron pet orange ghost stripe. she asked a great question. How long are they in the eggs? They've been in the eggs for about 86 days in this. So this clutch was supposed to hatch on Easter. So how many days ago was Easter?
3 days.
4 days. So 84 days, I believe, or 88 or 89 days this clutch took to hatch. Oh, here's another. Here's possibly another one. And it would appear that maybe, possibly, that I thought what we hatched before wasn't what it was, and so now we've got 2 world's first. And this is the funny part about doing this is that, well, that's for sure world's first. Look at him, he's looking around. Pretty cool, right? Isn't that funny how he just comes out, flickers his tongue? He's completely ready to now, pythons actually take care of their eggs, which is rare, and where normal snakes just go have their baby, they lay their eggs and they hatch later, and they never see their babies. Now these wrap around their eggs, but because of 2 things, they have to protect their eggs, and so many babies die. That's why they have so many eggs. So this isn't even the whole clutch.
When do they eat?
And they eat about she asked a great question. When do they eat? When do they eat? Now this one I'm a little worried about, but he looks like he's okay. They usually eat approximately about 10 to 15 days after they come out of the egg. And these will be in the egg till tomorrow, some of them. So he's fine.
Is that one okay?
Everything's good so far. So we're gonna keep cutting away, and maybe we're gonna find another. I think I'm 90% sure we got 2 world's first there.
I'll pick you up.
So
Do you want to see this?
let's see
I
here.
think if you're gonna be up on your
Wow, titanium head orange ghost stripes, cool. It's actually different looking.
Is each snake different?
Yes, sir.
Each snake, well, that's the thing, is this has the ability to have a different snake in every egg. And so far we've seen about 3 kinds or 4 kinds.
Monday. Julian, stay with your puppy.
Babies.
There, see, look at this guy. So that's a titanium right there. This is what you call it. He's got nice little weird blushing because he's carrying the other gene. So the odds are really low. We got 2 already, so we're really happy about that. Because they landed on the, see, so there's another one, but not the kind, I mean, I say not the kind we're looking for. Any baby reticulated python that made it through almost 90 days of incubation is awesome.
Why do they die so easy?
Well, they die easy in the wild because so many animals or their predators are to them. So there's a golden child, not titanium, a golden child head orange ghost stripe. The reason why, okay, so elephants only have how many babies? 1 baby every 2 years. They're gigantic, they do really well. You know, whales don't have a lot of babies, but now you go all the way to the extreme the other way, an insect. They have thousands of babies because they're food for everything. So you can almost know how their survival rate by how many eggs they're capable of laying. So most people don't think about that. And so we take them away from their mother because it gives them an opportunity, a higher probability of hatching, especially in captivity. And of course they're here anyway. And all these snakes are they're really not wild animals anyway. They're kind of like your cats and dogs. These have been 10 years plus in
How many eggs?
actually that's not even true, more like 25 years of selectively breeding them for different colors and all that. So they're not, you know, like this father never came from the wild, this father's father didn't come from the wild, this mother's mother didn't come from the wild, this mother's mother didn't come from the wild, their grandpa did. Oh, here we go. Here's another special one. Look at this. Now this is confusing. Now you see, this is the funny part is so when you're trying to hatch world's first, sometimes you don't know what a world's first is because see, this doesn't make sense to me. This snake looks like an anery. It looks like an anery, orange ghost stripe, and a titanium. Now the weird part about it is that the first baby that I saw looked anery, but I didn't want to say something. But you can see Look at the difference. How do we figure out why that looks like that and this looks like that? See, so there's a small possibility floating around, and this is another gene that I didn't even know was in play. And I already saw one snake that maybe suggested it was. I don't know where it's at. It looks great, but we'll find it. But there was a snake that looked pretty weird, that looked anery somewhere in here. And I didn't want to say anything because I felt silly saying it because I didn't think there was a chance. So here we go.
How many eggs does one snake?
Well, how many eggs does one snake have? So a snake, oh, there we go again. This is a, wow. So this is, I think, a titanium anery. Wow, there's a titanium anery golden, I'm almost positive. Not an orange ghost stripe. That was an orange ghost stripe. How many snakes does a baby have? You want to go around, Laura?
Both ways is
Okay.
great.
An anery golden will have anery, now I'm getting all Pacific. A reticulated python's average clutch for its first clutch is probably 18 to 24 eggs. But who can guess how many eggs a big adult female can lay? Go ahead. 1,000 eggs. They can in their life. They could probably do that in their lifetime because they can lay 100 eggs a time. So if it had 10 clutches, that would be 1,000 eggs.
How many live?
So how many live? Not very many in the wild, because in the wild they just, well, I mean, a lot of things have a lot of eggs, because, like I say, because they. Anybody know what the longest snake in the world is? Go ahead.
The green anaconda.
The green anaconda. That was a good guess. Really good guess. Anybody else? The reticulated python is the winner for the longest snake in the world. And anacondas are the heaviest snake in the world. But that's debatable. And I don't, well, there's an orange ghost stripe again. And it is maybe a tiger. It could be a tiger orange ghost stripe. It might be a titanium tiger orange ghost stripe.
Hey, you seen enough?
But it's one of the two. Now I'm worried about calling everything out because I'm saying I could be making a mistake. That other snake kind of, look at this, okay? So this snake is obviously working really hard to get out, huh? Can you see all the cuts in it? It's actually amazing. He has four cuts. He's got one there, one there, one there. None on the other side. And I can feel that he's good and healthy. So let's go ahead. This is a beautiful clutch. Everybody looks real healthy. Oh, there he is. Popped his head. So he was ready. He was really ready. So it's a golden child. And looks to be... Yeah, nobody's going to be completely ready to come out because we checked this clutch last night. We checked it 4 times yesterday to see if it was hatching. Oh, another orange ghost stripe. Okay, so the good news is now I'm positive I got a world's first, because if the other two were not orange ghost stripe golden childs, titaniums, that one is for sure, or the other two are. So end of the day, and probably what it is, the citron on the other ones made them so orange. That would make sense. So you see this guy? Look at him. See him? He's just sticking his head right there. He was ready to come out. Is that cool or what? So he's just sticking his head right out, ready to, look at that. So he's just ready to find the world and see what's going on. So, did anybody not be able to touch an egg? Huh? If you want to work your way right over here, and JT will give you an opportunity to touch an egg, that's up. Don't let it roll. Now we're not going to let it roll over, even though I'm cutting it. I don't want to cut the egg on the bottom side because the yolk will be there. So the yolk's on the bottom, the snake's on top. If you flip them upside down, they can drown, but they wouldn't drown because we're cutting them, but then I'd have to roll them in the egg, and we ain't going to do that. So that's the top. So there you go. So right over here, JT will let you guys touch them so you can see what they're like. And we're going to cut some more eggs. There you go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So I've done this a lot, so... Oh, look at that.
That one is not ready. It's too hard. It's too hard to be ready, right?
It's ready to go. We're going to cut it right now.
Patternless.
Pattern.
Go, I think. I don't know. That's a really pretty snake, and it looks to be another anery. I'm really confused. It might take us a little bit of time to see what they are. Orange Ghost Stripe changed her color a lot within the first month. This is really an exceptionally amazing clutch from some of my favorite genes in the world. Oh, look at this, you guys. Now the reason why I put that is gotta be, yep, there it is, a titanium orange ghost stripe, because there's no sun. So these are the titanium orange ghost stripes. It'll be interesting. So I've definitely got 2 and 2 now. So 2 are tigers, I think, and which are at least one of them's a citron. It's got to be because of the color. And then this is the titanium one. So this will be real interesting to see what this looks like as it gets older, because it's gonna, all these, I mean, we don't have a clue what some of these are gonna look like. So let's see here. You guys got to touch this one, right?
Yeah.
So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in the one you touched.
It's like Christmas.
Always. That's what I call it, living the dream for, because I get to open things up and I get to see things that I only dreamt about because they never existed before. Look at this. So you guys were touching a world's first snake, and it is really exceptional looking. So he's right there. He's not quite ready to come out, but he's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. It would appear to be an anery tiger. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how the color comes in a little bit later. So, unbelievable. Anery tiger, titanium orange ghost stripe, which is really amazing because it's something I really wanted to do that I never did the work to go do, so it's a freebie. Hey, look at this, a titanium. So this is what a titanium looks like. It's a real pretty snake, and there it is right there. So that's a titanium. You can see he had a belcal cord was there, but you can see right there. See, so he's right there, and really nice. I'm excited. So we got 1 egg left. We got 1 egg left. 2 eggs left. No, 1 egg left. So this is the grand finale. Drum roll. Uh-oh, this one isn't out. This one's trying to get out. He's got a big cut, so I guess there's 2. Wow, we got so many cool snakes in here. It's going to be interesting to figure out who's who. Look at this, you guys. An anery golden child. Check this out. That's not orange ghost stripe. That's just, if it was orange ghost stripe, the line, I mean, that's an anery golden citron orange head orange ghost stripe. This is crazy. Look at him wiggling his tail. Last egg, last but not least. There was 1 egg I was a little bit worried about, but we must have cut it because there's not snot that was right over here, I thought. So here we go. This is the last egg. Everybody made it. Everybody looks good. Last one, last one. You guys ready?
Yes.
I'm ready. Oh. And it is a citron tiger. Beautiful citron tiger. Look at the striping on it. That's why those snakes look so crazy, because it's a citron tiger. And okay, you guys, hope you had fun. You guys have fun? Yeah! Woo! Living the dream, guys. Thanks for following. Hit that, just subscribe, or I'll swipe you. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, take care, guys.